What is up, everybody? Gonna go ahead and skip the intro video. It's been 2 months since I've done a stream. And I know background looks a little funky. I got the retractable green screen and it's hot garbage. But here we are. We're back. And I don't know how, but we is. Which is good. It's good. It's been a while. I guess it's been a hot minute. Work's been hell. Work's been fun, though. Guess I can say that. Went ahead and got loaded. We're going to start into Nevada State Prison part... there we go. Nevada State Prison, Visit 4, of course.
Prime time, bitch!
And Sims is back. Holy shit, how you doing, Sims? It has been a hot freaking minute. But yeah, life's been getting in the way. But you know, that's part of it. Been a lot of tours been coming through. Kind of hindered me from getting back on air, but I'm making time. If they don't like it, oh well. Only life is insanity but good, so good night, so I'll take it. Yeah. Amen to that. I went through some of the Goldfield stuff. It's pretty much hot garbage. But when we start getting back on track, we'll take nights and go through the video at least. But the audio is all blown out to shit because of all the people that were there. And there's Windsor. What's up, bud? How you been? It's good to be back for all you crazy fuckers. I'm gonna go ahead and crack a drink tonight since we're celebrating. Usual, man. Working, living, trying to stay up. Yeah, I'm having a Moscow Mule. Holy shit, it's you. Right, Grinch? Dun, dun, dun. It's me. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started on Nevada State Prison, 4th investigation. We're going to start out with the H4N Pro and Last Night Cells B2. Figure we may as well just get started on the audio, and my freaking headphones are not acting right now. So this is going to be interesting. My first show back, and we got some minor audio problems. Anyway, glad we're all back as a group. Only one we need now is like Deads and a couple other people, and it'll be complete. For those who've been following Deads on social media, he got engaged. Got to meet the future missus at Nevada State Prison. Real good girl there. I'm proud of this guy. He did good. He made a good choice. But we had fun at the investigation, I'll tell you that. A lot of personal experiences, a lot of things happening. There is going to, for Vegas, I don't know if you guys can find it, but Brent and Deads, a.k.a. Joe, will be on TV. I think it's called like Haunted Nevada. Showed up Saturday night and did some filming. Bless her heart, right? She's going to need to deal with a whole lot from that boy. But you know what? Hey, I'm kind of jealous there. This guy's still single. But wait, single. Stay intoxicated nightly, get laid every day. That's what it stands for. But, yeah. We're going to try to set up NSP Part 5. Come January. If not, we're going to see about someplace else. Bobby Mackey's is kind of going to be off the list. They're tearing it down and rebuilding it. Won't be able to investigate that. So, going to try to line up some other investigations for next year too, besides just the prison. We'll see how it goes. So, let's get started on this audio. we got some catching up to do.
It's been off for such a long.
All right, this is Brent with Incarnate Paranormal, Nevada State Prison, Visit 4, Night 1. This is H4N Pro being left in last night's B2. Okay. So we're going to get back to a lot of silence too. Oh, the fun. Oh, the fun. So once we get a little past this, I'll go back to and amplify it so we don't have to strain. It's going to take a while to get used to this again. Like I said, it's been 2 freaking months. So what's everybody been up to? Grinch. Let me pause this real quick. About 3 days before I went to Nevada State Prison, we had a massive rainstorm roll in and it collapsed my roof. Well, big hole in the roof and collapsed my ceiling in the master bedroom. Of course, that's where my studio is. I still got a gaping hole in my ceiling, but I got my desk off to the side to where at least I can stream. And I've just been, like I said, beside that, work.
You said the Jordan is swinging back right now.
Jack's okay. Jack is actually shut out right now.
It's an old building, you know.
Well, yeah, but it's technically one.
Windsor, no. Absolutely not. My association is responsible for the roofs. It took them a month and a half to even start submitting quotes. I've got a phone call to talk to the State of Nevada Contractors Board Monday. I'm going to sue the association because of possible risk to exposure to asbestos and mold. So I'm going to be suing their balls off.
It's warm a little bit.
It's still not there.
Thanks, Grinch. Me too. Oh, we got our first. There's our first EVP. My headphones are really messing up. Oh, I'll win, hands down. There's no problem there. I just got to remember all this now. Noise reduction, reverb. Don't know how much we're going to be able to do here, but we're definitely going to try. You got to write. I've got pictures. My insurance agent came out because I filed a claim with my actual homeowner's insurance, and the guy went up on the roof and said the vent pipe on the roof was too short, which allowed the water to go up into the vent pipe and come into my house. So. I think that's as clear as we're going to get this one. Why is this so screwed up right now? Because it's not in my policy, Windsor. because it's only the because it's the roof. It falls under the HOA. And I'm not. My headphones are so jacked right now. And I'm hearing Get Out. So. I'm getting irritated already, guys. Why these are not working right now, I don't know. So, what do you guys think? What are you guys hearing? Why is this so fucked? You know what we can do is we can do this. Remember, we can always slow it down too. Which always helps. Oops. I didn't want to do that. FX, edit, new stretch and pitch. I didn't mean to do that, guys. Bear with me. It might be a double EVP. It very well might be. Stretch and pitch. There we go. Let's find out. No, I'm only hearing Get Out now. One, if you hear Get Out. Two, if you hear something else. If you hear Think So or something else. Two, one, if you hear Get Out. Okay, we're going to go with Get Out then. And this, like, we're back in execution. We got Get Out so many times on the last investigation. It just wasn't. Let me see. Okay, there we go. We got one. First EVP. H4N Pro. Last night's B2. Back to typing all this shit out. So much fun, right, guys? And okay. First EVP down and several hundred to go. And Sims, thank you again so much for the resub. I miss that. Just trying to get back into things. I don't have any beans right now, so once I get back to them, I'm going to have to do them for you. So be patient with that. Let's let's get back over to, yeah, like I said, when everything came down, I kind of scrambled to get everything out of here. I lost my mattress. I've been sleeping on the freaking floor. So it's, yeah, I'm lucky to have what I have in here right now. I'm very fortunate to have what I have in here right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and ban that. I own it, Grinch. I have a mortgage. What do you mean missing broadcaster ID? Thanks, Sims. I don't think anybody's showing his freaking... I can't even get a place until they get it fixed because, yeah, the association still is waiting on quotes. 2 months. I've been dealing with this association for fucking 25 years now. They're idiots. Yeah, that's why I'm not paying my association dues until they fix my shit. And I told them that. I'm like, you guys are putting me off. If you're not going to do your job, I'm not paying you. You're paid to keep this place up. And if you're not going to do it, you ain't getting any money out of me. Yeah, good for me, right? It's like, yeah, screw you guys. Here's a, 2-finger salute right for you. Your first band hammer. Why is this just so fucked right now? You feel so powerful. I can't even ban right now. Fucking, we got Bones, we got Grinch, we got Sims, we got Windsor. God, where the fuck is Deads? So yeah, I also had to go out and get a new hard drive. Started filling up the 4 terabyte, so I had to go get an 8 terabyte. I'm also in the process of getting all the GoPro videos merged together, so we don't have to watch in like 3-minute clips. Yeah, it is. It is a lot. So sound and everything is okay, right, guys? Sound and everything is good. So one thing I was worried about is getting the soundboard hooked back up and make sure the settings were correct and all that, because when I went back into OBS this morning, it took me like 2 hours to get everything set back up. I did like 4 test recordings. It's like, okay, it's finally back up. And just be aware, guys, I have been having a couple computer problems.
I'm right behind you.
Thanks, Sims. Been having a couple BSODs with the computer. So if it hits, give me a couple minutes to get everything booted back up and running. It's been running into some weird fucking bullshit. So it works. Yes, it does work. Wow. My yeah, that still works too. See, I know, like, hopefully, like, next weekend, I can do a full day show. But like I said, we need to catch up. We're 2 months behind. So the good thing about Thursday night, Deads, his girlfriend and I were the only ones in the prison. Saturday night, there was only 6 of us in the prison. And Saturday night, there was 14 or 15. But again, once I find out about the TV show, I'll let you guys know. You just might have to find a way to... I ain't doing 4-hour daily streams. By the time I get home from work, that's not possible. I'll just have to do extra weekend streams. At least until the playoffs in football. Then, like, Sundays will be kind of off limits because I'll be at the bar. Definitely be at the bar. Watching the Chiefs play. Watching the Chiefs win. Denver beat us because we played like shit. You're a traitor, you switch sides. You're banned. No, kidding. As long as you're not a Raiders fan. No, hell no. Right?
Just because I know a lot of evidence here before, I want to put something.
Facing.
Yeah, do it, appreciate it.
Okay.
Still in the setup phase, so what the hell, right?
Just us in here.
Dude, for real? It's only got 2 bars. So this thing will last pretty quick. Okay, this is Joe's GoPro 07. Looking into last night video. Or last night's cells.
Beyond that, guys, nothing. I said work.
Why are you doing this now?
A lot of concerts were going out. It was unbearable. I think I worked overtime almost every day for like 3 months straight.
Sitting on execution. Bulkhead door.
Went to the Jelly Roll concert in Kansas City. That's one of our clients, by the way. Windsor, when it comes to, once I get over a few hours overtime, I do start making bank. No,
All right, this is Blair from Cardiff Paranormal, Nevada State Prison. Night 1, visit 4. This is what the H3VR being left on the execution chamber door.
78 hours of overtime this year. I have, so far this year, I've probably got 200 or 300 hours overtime at least. Sims, I don't go out on tour. Hell no. I'd never be able to stream. Hell. I can't even get freaking tickets to these shows. As much as I'd like to, I can't. You're guilty something. Jack is actually knocking on my door right now. Poor cat. He's fucking knocking. Where's he learning this from? It's not from... Okay, that is... You're guilty. Let's see if we can clean this up. I'm not opening the door. He has been a pain today. And because I have the retractable green screen up, he'll start clawing at it. And I can't afford that much of a loss. What do you guys think? EVP or no? Sounds like you're guilty. Okay, let's see if I can. You're guilty as me now. Quite possible. Too garbled for you. Okay. Capture noise point. Wait, what? Hold on. Noise reduction process. Capture noise point. Okay. It is garbled. That's the bad thing. It is garbled. I don't know, guys. Like I said, I'm losing my touch. I can kind of hear that you're guilty. The rest I can't make out. I hear that you're guilty clear, but the rest of it, not so much. Denoise maybe? I don't think this is an EVP. I'm not slowing this down. It's weird as fuck, yeah, but once you start getting it cleared up with the noise reduction or the denoise, it does not sound like an EVP at all. I can either save it as an unknown or throw it away. Wow. I'll be right back, guys. Keep listening to this. Here we go with this shit again. Okay. Let's save it. Let's try something here. Let's try cleaning this part up. And if this doesn't work, we're gonna throw it away. Noise point. Noise reduction. Okay. Now let's try it. I don't think I can count this. The more I'm listening to it, I don't think I can count this, guys. I just don't. I think we're going to debunk it. I'm trashing it. It's debunked. And we're back to fucking debunking. Like I said, good thing is we have all this to go through. We have all of Dead's recorders. He had 4 recorders. And 2 different GoPros. On top of my 3 GoPros and all my recorders, guys, we got like 600 hours to go through. So we got our work cut out for this one. I just don't know if I'm going to buy any more gear. Because I timed it. For me to set up gear, it took me about 40 minutes to set up gear from first recorder to last GoPro. And that's running through the prison. So I didn't take that many pictures. So I think we can just go ahead and go through those real quick. Most of them we've seen before on other investigations. But we did get to go into other areas, which we'll see on the GoPros. Areas where physically nobody else is allowed. If you're not a docent of the prison, you don't get to go into these areas. So we got very, very blessed to go into these areas. There might be one in this roll. I don't know. This is out in the back of the prison, the Wiccan area. There was actually a Wiccan area in the prison. It's really cool. Hey Corgi, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. It's been a while. Kitchen, of course. We've seen most of these from other investigations. So, got a recorder sitting there. Looks like the GoPro might have shut off. This is actually the original culinary of the prison, from I believe like the 20s up to the 60s. So this is one of the areas nobody else is allowed in. They let us go. Dez and I go up there and investigate. It's like there's the original culinary and another thing. I forget what it was. I think it was like the mattress factory or something. So on night 2, we did have GoPros up here. That's where they brought the food up. What have you been up to, Korg? It's been a while. 2 months. About 6 feet. Didn't know they stacked shit that high. Sorry, I had to. You fully expected it. I'm too predictable. I'm just way too predictable. Beyond that, guys, like I said, the whole situation sucks. But you know what? The house didn't collapse. But like I said, the water did go through from the second floor into the first floor. We had leaking water on the first floor through the ceiling. Corgi, I've been off air for 2 months because I had my ceiling collapse from the rainstorm. Got a big hole in my roof. My ceiling dropped in the master bedroom where my studio's at. Thank God my mattress caught most of the water. So yeah, it rolled off the bed through the first floor to the second. So I'm gonna have new carpet. I'm gonna have new ceilings, new walls. I had water in between the windows. I have double pane windows. The water was in between. I had water coming out of power outlets on the first floor. Yeah, it's probably going to cost a couple $100,000 to fix it. And the association's going to pay for every frickin' penny. They got to, because it's a shared wall domicile, because it's the townhouses, the walls all the way down, legally they have to pay for it all. They tried getting out of it. Media's going to be involved. I talked to one attorney. He wants a $5,000 retainer. I'll find another one who will take the case, then just take everything out of the settlement. But the good thing is I'll go for court fees, attorney's fees, and settlement. I'll have it tie it all into one bundle. I've got everything lined up. I'm just waiting for the great big payout. Get enough to fix the house, pay it off, and get a new car. I'm not asking for much. I think Jack's downstairs. Yeah, it's just going to take time. Anybody who knows anything about associations, they take their sweet ass time. That's why Windsor, when you get a case, you take it for settlement plus court and attorney's fees. So pretty much, whoever you're suing ends up paying out like twice as much. Like I said, it's then you got to pay taxes on it. So there's ways to get around settlements. It's like, hey, you're paying me off and the attorney, and that'll be in the agreement. Yeah, I told my, like I said before you came in, I told my association, I ain't paying 1 red cent until you fix my house. You guys can choke on this, and if that's not big enough, I got something else for you to choke on. Got notices from yours a couple days ago. Oh, great. Oh, excuse me, sorry. What type of displays we can have and when we can have them on. Oh, let me guess. Only between the hours of like freaking 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. I'd put a great big old inflatable Santa just jerking off. Yeah, associations are jokes, but you know, what can you do? They can always put a lien on your house and kick you out. And we're going to be slow on EVPs on this recorder, it looks like. We got 1 in 27 minutes. These EVPs are working about as hard as my association. It's not about the length, it's about the girth. So I did a thing. I ordered a hockey jersey this morning from a website called Geeky Jerseys. If you guys have not heard of them, they do hockey jerseys of 80s TV shows, comics, movies. I bought a Robbie the Robot Nintendo hockey jersey. They've got a Spaceballs one up there right now you can customize. They've got a lot of them. You guys should check them out. It's a pretty freaking cool website. I think it's geekyjerseys.com. I think that's it. To see if you're single or not? Oh no. Hopefully you're not gonna be single. God, usually by this time we had at least a for sale sign on your yard. Oh no. Sorry to hear that, Korg. She said, oh well, since you won't quit your job, so mother can move in here. I told her we'd sell this place and move in the other side of the duplex. Mother-in-law is not moving in. There's my response. Mother-in-law over my dead body. Jack. If I'd add under the house, but that wasn't good enough. Oof. Sorry to hear that, bud. Yep. That's a GoPro dying. Trying to lure Jack over here so you guys can see him. But he's being an independent little shit. "22 years is a good run no matter what. But still, I don't want to see anybody go through that. So, you know what, Cork? Hope it works out for you, bud. Cheers." Yeah, we're not getting a lot of traffic either. That's good. Figure we're 40 minutes into the investigation. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we got there about 4 o'clock. They let us stay. They actually let us in early. Special thanks to Susan for that, by the way. It's like, oh, guys, you want to come early? I'm already here. You ain't got to twist my arm about getting to an investigation a couple hours early. That just doesn't happen on most locations. It's like, oh yeah, just we're here if you want to stop in. Fuck yes. Gives us extra time to set up and look around. Again, the only places we did not get into were the gym, because there's still state records in there, and the physical execution chamber. So we actually got into like 3 other areas we hadn't the previous year. And you guys saw the pictures already. But once we get to the video, I had video up in the original culinary for 2 nights. We're going to have fun with that. But I'll be honest, I was a little upset when I got back. Kalani Ghost Hunter, if you guys have seen him here on Twitch and on Facebook or on YouTube, he investigated the prison about a month after I did. They let him in the execution chamber. But they wouldn't let me in. I've been there 4 years in a row. That did kind of upset me a little bit. I was upset when I saw him in there. And I was like, oh, come on. You guys wouldn't let me in, but you let him in. So what if he has more viewers than me? I bring more people than he does. He shows up for a night, I go for 3, and I bring people. So, it is what it is. But I think it's pretty much me too, though. I constantly say I want to be strapped into the execution table. Those dots are probably the GoPro. Maybe. No, but I think that's just me for pushing it, saying I want to be on the table. Don't have to be, but it'd be nice. But then again, how much evidence have we presented to Nevada State Prison? 490 some EVPs plus 469 plus. We've presented over 1,400 pieces of evidence to the prison. 1,400. That's ungodly, you guys. Why is there footsteps? Nobody's up here. Why are there footsteps? That's footsteps. That's footsteps on a concrete floor. But since we can't confirm it, we gotta ignore it. It's evidence, but it's not. And I forgot to put one on the counter. I forgot to put one on the counter earlier. Where's the counter at? There. I forgot where the buttons were. It's been so long since I've done a show. It's like, there it is. I take it as it is because like I said, I told Susan, even if I don't get into the execution chamber, it's all right. Because you've allowed me into the other areas of the prison where these investigators are not allowed to go. Very few of them are allowed up the hill to building 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. They're not allowed up there very often. Old Culinary, they're not allowed in there because the floor is not stable. The old workshop in the back, not allowed in there. And certain other areas that you'll see on GoPro. They just basically opened the door and said, have at it, guys. So, you take the good with the bad on that. Being allowed to areas where others aren't, that's a good thing. Because nobody else will be allowed to investigate them. Especially if there's structural damage. Like some of these areas, if these TV shows went into, they'd be hightailing it out fast. Because there is activity. And a fair question for you guys. Would you rather go into one area or be allowed access to multiple other areas where they're not going to open up for other teams? Which would you rather have? Because we were even told, don't let anybody else see you go into these areas. Don't let them see it. Because they want to go and we don't want them up there. Really? So we had one team actually say, why is Brent going up there? You're not allowed up there. Yeah, Brent was given special concessions on this one. You guys aren't allowed up there. They weren't happy about it, but they understood. They have access to everything else we had access to, but including up the hill. But that one area, Original Culinary, nobody else was allowed up there that night. And I'm hoping we get some evidence out of there. Because otherwise it's going to be fleeting. It's going to be deflating for me. We go into these areas and nothing. I mean, building 6, 7, 8, 9, 6 through 13, I understand if we don't get it. Part of it. Culinary, if we don't get anything, yeah, I'm disappointed. If we don't get anything in Death Row, I'm disappointed. But if we don't get anything in Original Culinary, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Because we did some investigating in there. But as you guys have found out, we just can't make evidence. We're 45 minutes into this first recorder, one EVP. A get out that we're so used to. If I do a show tomorrow, I gotta remember to show you guys. Susan did give me a gift from the prison. Her was her grandfather or great grandfather was a warden there, Penrose. She actually gave me a copy of the book that he wrote about his time being a warden there at Nevada State Prison. And finding these books, it's not easy. I have found a couple on eBay. They're not cheap. And she's like, I'll give this to you, Brent, but you got to promise not to sell it. I'm not going to sell a gift. Hold on. Birds. Back to birds again. Why would I sell a gift? I love Nevada State Prison. It's my favorite investigation. But for her to say that, it stung a little because she knows I wouldn't do it. But once I get the studio rebuilt, this whole situation cleaned, I'm not going to have a green screen probably. I'm going to start a wall for Nevada State Prison. Pictures, postcards, artifacts, whatever I can find. And anything else from my haunted shit. I've got a studio desk I'm designing from workbenches. I'm not going to spend $2,000 on a studio desk. I'm going to get some workbenches from Uline. Spend $500 on one of them, I found. It's got the shelves, it's got everything I need for my studio. Then I'm going to put a production grid around my desk. If you've seen all the trussing in concerts, they sell them for indoors. They're like 25 pounds a piece. I'm going to build a grid around my desk. With lighting for tips. Like the lighting will go off if it's tipped. I've got some good ideas for the studio. So we're going to have fun. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. Well, everybody's asking. Say hi to everybody, Jack. Say hi to everybody. Yep, cat alert. Jack's getting big. He's getting big. You want to cuddle him? Well, get out to Vegas and you can cuddle two things. Oh, never mind. I'm just kidding. Corgi growls. Don't make me get the New York Post and swat your nose. Bad Corgi. Bad Corgi. Don't tempt you. Well... Bring it, bitch. Ain't scared. You're right. Whoa, what the fuck? Fucking something sneezing. Is that a sneeze? That's a fucking sneeze. And nobody's in there. Nobody's in there. That can't be a sneeze. No fucking way that's a sneeze. Do ghosts have allergies? I don't know. Do ghosts have STDs? That cannot be a fucking sneeze. You know there's no way I'm counting this. There is no possible way in God's green earth I'm counting this. That raises a good question, Sims. Does a sneeze require a body? Unless it's residual. Unless it's straight residual. So there's only one way to check this. Capture noise point. Noise reduction. Apply. It's not a noise. Otherwise it'd take it out. It does sound like a sneeze, but nobody's in there. Like I said earlier, there's only 3 people in the entire prison. Well, you had Chris, and Susan, but they were in the office. You had Deds and his girlfriend and me in the prison. That was it. I'm thinking we're gonna have to fucking count this. I'm gonna have to save this, and we can always go back and delete it later. I'm gonna have to delete this later. This is just crazy. Yeah, Sims, it's funny to me too because it just doesn't make any sense. Like I said, you can see there's nobody in here. There's literally nobody in there. It makes no sense to me. It doesn't.
You fucking sneaky bastard.
That raises a very good point. Do ghosts sneeze? We usually come up with these stupid ass freaking possibilities on every investigation. What can you do? At least we're not going to end the stream with one EVP. Well, granted, we've had shows where there's been, the big old goose egg, but I can't wait for this investigation to see what earth-shattering EVPs we have. Because I know there's going to be one that's just beyond belief. It's going to be beyond freaking belief. Rose, how you doing? Been a while. Now, here, this raises another question. Analyzing these recorders, do we want to go recorder by night? So H4n Pro night 1, night 2, night 3, since they are in different locations. Do we want to do it that way on this investigation? Or do we want to skip around nights? So we finish all of night 1, then night 2, night 3. Or do we want to do, so we're jumping around on night 1, 2, and 3 so we can knock off the recorders pretty much in order. We're going to be listening for EVPs either way. But it'd be easier to lay out when we type it out. Is to just night 1, night 2, night 3 recorder, done. Night 1, night 2, night 3 recorder, done. I think that it might be a good way to do it. That way we're not doing what we did last year and get stuck doing the same area multiple nights in a row on different recorders. Because that one time we had execution like 4 recorders in a row. It was bad. It almost gets to the point it's almost boring. It does make it more tedious for us to analyze. But yeah, I'm up for anything too. At any point, it just feels good to be back on frickin' air. Oh God, it's been too long. Now the downside of this, guys, be forewarned. When they do start repairs, I might be without a show for over a month. Because I know how associations, when they start repairs, they're going to drag ass. Then what I'm going to tell them to do is when they replace the walls, I'll paint them myself. Just give me $500. I'll go paint it myself. Because I don't want to deal with them any more than I already have to. Yeah, Rose, I've been dealing with my association since September 2nd. So, waiting for them to start repairs. Go figure. But at least I made it back, right? It's like, do I want to do a stream? No, I'm too tired. Do I want to do a stream? No, I'm too tired. Now I have to do a stream. It's been too long. I missed you guys. I miss my family. Yeah. We're going to have to go with the flow for the next few months. Because it's going to get interesting. Gotta stay positive. One thing I didn't miss is all this silence. Listening to all this silence. You forget how tedious it gets. Dez is probably out with his girl. He's probably out with the fiance, so I wouldn't push that too much. He'll watch the VOD later. He messaged me back. He'll watch the VOD later. Rose, listening to Nevada State Prison Investigation 4. While I was trying to get everything set up and everything, I was going through all the Goldfield stuff. The audio is almost unusable. I do have the videos set up, so one of these days we'll stop and go through the videos. But we have to get started on Nevada State Prison so we can get it knocked out for the next investigation next year. We're starting off just basically scratch the investigation from September 7th, 8th, and 9th. Next year, I might like to go for 4 days next year if I can. But that's a lot of work. It's almost too much work. But yeah, Nevada State Prison, Part 4. It's almost turning into a solely Nevada State Prison channel. That'll change hopefully here next year. Bad news is one of the members of Alcatraz is too much money. Alcatraz, it costs about $2,000 or $3,000. One of the members of the team, like I told you, we're getting the team back together. He literally moved out here in May and moved back to Florida yesterday. He just got back to Florida yesterday. It is a nice thought. I wouldn't mind doing Alcatraz, but it's one night. It's like 6 hours. Be interesting to do just to say I've done it. Maybe one of these days I'll do Alcatraz, though. It would be fun to do. I want to go do Waverly Hills. Bobby Mackey's is being leveled and rebuilt. Same ground. Building's getting dilapidated. I don't know what they're going to do with the hole to hell or whatever it is in the basement. Wouldn't mind going out on the East Coast and doing something, or even go back to Missouri and do Missouri State Penitentiary.
Fuck the prime time, bitch!
What's up, Deads? Thank you for the resub. Welcome back, bud.
Thank you!
I don't have any beans, unfortunately. We'll get back to that once we get settled. Welcome back, bud. Good to see you. A double feature return, and there's Explicit. Holy shit. Haven't seen Explicit in freaking forever. How the hell you doing? So, Deads, question for you, bud. With Discord here, or with Streamlabs, it's saying I'm missing my broadcaster ID. So I can't ban anything. I can't do anything in chat. So I got to get that figured out after the show. And Sims, yeah, Missouri State Pen, I'd expect you to. Explicit, haven't seen you in like 6 months. It is damn good you're here. Thank you. Yeah, Sims got the ban tonight. She got the ban hammer. But yeah, we're back to Nevada State Prison, Investigation 4, Part 1, or Recorder 1. Corgi, if I can make it out there, bud, believe me, I'm going to. It's all about this right now, because I don't know how much it's going to cost me to fix my house. I should do like a 24-hour stream for charity. You're like, what's a charity for? To fix my house. But NSP is always going to be that. re-update your cookies and whatnot. I redid all my my keys and everything. It's an API thing. Okay. Don't say cookies around Corgi. He's gonna get hungry. Drools. We've only had 2 EVPs tonight. A get out at 1:45 in, and we had a sneeze with nobody in the cell block. So very uneventful night so far. You're eating a powdered donut. So many jokes there. I'll just leave it be. Didn't get any notifications I went live. Maybe it's because I haven't been live in 2 frickin' months. I don't know. A fucking sneeze. And it sounded like literally somebody saying achoo. Achoo, here. I can't believe I just quoted Robin Hood Men in Tights. Oh my God, somebody shoot me now. Achoo, son of a sneeze. Deads, I went through some of Goldfield's audio. It's a lot of contamination. But we're doing good, guys. We're back rolling, for now. Love you, Dead. Yeah, you love him like a rash. Hopefully the recorders didn't pick up some of the jokes we made. Let's just say that. Because Sims would run and hide. I love him like an alcoholic, need him like a broken leg. Ooh. But ouch. One thing we didn't get a lot of on the other investigations is sirens. There were a couple, not a lot. What's that, Corgi? What don't you like about him? Not a goddamn thing. Too much dead air. It's dead air is part of it. This is, like I said, this is a downside about static recorders. You're just waiting for the residual EVPs. And what I might do on the videos for Goldfield is just start the stream, roll the videos, and just let them play. Not even have the camera on. Where to keep it entertaining. Yeah. And this is why I love having you guys in here. You guys get to experience the pain of analyzing dead air with me. But how many EVPs have we found in dead air? I said 436, 469, 497, 498 I think it was. So we've over 1,400 pieces of evidence, 80% of which came from dead air. We're not doing bad. We're just not doing bad. Good thing is, like Dead Air, we can skip through some of this too. And if there's no spikes or anything, we can absolutely skip through it. But there's times when we've absolutely lost EVPs. So you kind of suffer through it and just hope for the best. It's just the wait. Exactly. Because like we've gone through like 3 sections of a recorder and you don't get the the 5 or 6 EVPs until the very end of the recorder, and it's like, come on. If we skipped, we could have missed the sneeze. Exactly. That's why we try not to skip. I mean, if it's completely flatlined, use your judgment. I'm bleeding. Hopefully Dead just went to get his phone charger. So also what I've been doing is saving up to get a laptop. I want to try to do some live streaming from the prison or any investigation if I can. Just turn on OBS, go live, and just have the camera on and the facing behind me and do a live stream that way. I think that'd be pretty fun to do. You just have a camera on me and see what happens behind. Like with the execution chamber behind me, I think that would be really, really cool. Something to try for next year if we can. Just have to get a hot spot. Less stuff to haul around, yeah. Incognito, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Feels good coming back and see all the names just pile in the room. It's like, it has been a while. It's like 2 months is too long to be away. Yeah, it's like, gotta remember how less stuff to haul around. Just to give you an idea again, let's one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We had 24 pieces of equipment set up throughout the prison. That's a lot of equipment to carry around. And I had literally, I barely fit in my case. And I took a bigger case this year. If I would have had anything else, I would have been in a lot of trouble. But you guys know me. You know, it's like the more equipment we have, the more evidence we can get. The problem is, once you get there, you got to pay for all the batteries. I'm thinking on the mobile, they have mobile streamer setups, which I'm trying to look into. I might go that route and just have a backpack with a, portable battery pack, a mobile hotspot, all that, and do live investigations that way. I think I need to start doing that. And then just have all the equipment scattered around like normal, but do a live stream in the process. I think that'd be fun. But like I said, you figure in 3 days I used over 100 AAAs and like 30 AA's. So cost of batteries sucks when you have a lot of static equipment. I lost 3 GoPro batteries that overheated. Yeah, they. It took us an act of God to get the batteries out of one of Dead's GoPros and out of one of my GoPros. It took an act of freaking God. I think the quality is all that great. And there's the other side of it. You need at least 1080. Especially in dark areas like that. Then you got to worry about the lighting. Do you really want to carry around a small lighting rig with you? Not really. Not really. But I know I can go live from a GoPro, hotspot onto the phone, and just go live from the GoPro. That's always an option. I just can't watch chat. I honestly have more fun analyzing the evidence with you guys than doing it live, because doing it live, there's no interaction. Or you really can't interact doing that. You become hyper focused on the investigation. Who watches chat in 2023? I do. Especially with this, where we're a specialty stream. We're analyzing paranormal evidence. We're not investigating. We're analyzing. So it's, you can handle it. You got it. Thank you for the vote of confidence, Cognito. I need that vote of confidence on this. Trying to get back up to speed after a couple months away, and it's a lot of plans, a lot of things, a lot of hopeful things. So like I said, tomorrow I have some errands to run first thing in the morning. I'm not going to be able to catch the Chiefs game because it's on at 6:30 on NFL Plus, which I don't have. Football's not going to be that important tomorrow. I might just do an all-day stream. I'm going to try to. That way we can get caught up in a couple of weeks. If I do a couple like 6-hour streams, no, I can't make no money watching chat. We all know what a sin that is. Yeah. Right, Korg? My biggest thing, though, is the interaction with you guys. Call me a sympathetic fool, but I love talking to you guys. So, yeah, Yeah, you're right. I'm not a sympathetic fool. I'm just a fool, right? I'm gonna make you cry. Corgi, you're not gonna slip many past me, bud. It's like, you're not a sympathetic fool. You're just a freaking fool. First step is admitting it. I have my moments, and that's as far as I'm going to take it. I have my moments. I will say though, this year, using those the GoPro gimbals, the Voltas, we got like 6.5 hours of video out of them. I was actually surprised. I didn't think they could go that long. So, if you look, let's bring this up real quick. Let's Let's get over to the Seagate Hub. Vast State Prison 4. GoPros. Night 1. Hour 19. Hour 20, so two-figure 240. 240. 342. 442. 5. Yeah, about 7 hours of audio, or 7 hours of video off one night. Remember, guys, though, watching those GoPros, first 2 hours is daylight. Starts getting dimmer, then we're just watching GoPros in the dark. Good thing I did put a different light on a couple of them, so we're gonna have some pretty decent light on them. Kind of excited for that one. See how it turned out. Because I had somebody on YouTube say, I can't watch your videos. Your videos that you upload from your investigations, there's no lighting in it. Or there's not enough lighting. So I got these cheap freaking lights and they really freaking worked. Constantly trying to improve it, but, you know, whatever. Wow. Cognito, thank you. Kind of threw me off right there, bud. Thank you. Always appreciate it. Some of those alerts are just loud. It's like, oh, the eardrums. Let's do this.
Thank you.
Can we get at least one more EVP before the show ends? You just pulled your blanket up and punched yourself in the face. Derp. Cheer up, biddies. As long as you don't give yourself a black eye there, Sims, then I'd really have to laugh. Your hand slipped. Yeah, it's like, don't. Slapped yourself in the face. You hit your cheek. Do I even still have it? Wow, that's not even working. Wow. Gonna have to fix that after the show. Glad your pain is funny. You're okay, that's what makes it funny. That's the only reason that makes it funny is because you're okay. Because if you weren't okay, then it wouldn't be funny. But everybody in their life, at least once, has got to pull up the blankets and slap themselves in the head. Oh. And you just pray nobody sees it, because most people wouldn't admit to it. Most people would not admit to slapping themselves in the face pulling up their blanket. That's just something you don't do. That's like admitting you tripped up the stairs. Some things you just kind of keep to yourself. I'm going to leave that one alone. It makes life fun. Yeah, it does. And it makes people laugh and roll their eyes a lot. But we are an hour and 50 minutes. Wow. Time's flying by when we're having fun and chat and not getting any EVPs. Been over an hour since we've gotten an EVP. Transferring to new store, so you get to put up a sign that says days since last incident, 0 since Sims. Oh, wow. A lot of confidence in yourself on that one. You're going to do it. It's going to be hilarious. Well, you better take a picture of it and post it to Discord when you do. Because I want to see a picture of this shit. If you don't take a picture, it doesn't happen. We're just going to be like, sure you did. And I forgot to change the name of the show. Oops. So one thing I forgot to do before I went live is change the show. I get hurt almost every freaking day, so yeah, it's going to happen. I'm going to send a pic. Well, I haven't got hurt, knock on wood. I haven't got hurt at work in a long time. Which is good. Huh. God forbid your husband takes out a life insurance policy on you. You might really get hurt. Just saying. $5, you just jinxed that. Well, honey, where are you going to work now? I'm going to work for the electric company. Let me go get that life insurance policy first. Talked about the life insurance policy. Ooh. Yeah, he's got like 20 years on you, so the chances of you going first is probably a lot better at this point. I hate saying it like that, but if you're that accident prone, you're probably going to go first. And I can't believe I just said that out loud. Oops. I hope you're playing Fortnite. You were driving when you were in the wreck zone. You know what, Sims? Now you're jinxing yourself. I don't want to have to come back to Missouri to investigate your house. Just saying. I don't want to have to come back and be like, so, what'd you do? I can imagine the EVP responses on that one. Well, what happened was I was doing dishes and I knocked the toaster into the sink. I didn't see it and I reached in to grab the drain plug and I electrocuted myself. Sims, I have no doubts. As long as I have a digital recorder set up to get the evidence, I'd be okay with that. I never do the dishes, your man does that. Now we see who wears the pants in the family. He's the house bitch. Oh. Oh, do I still have that? Yeah. He's that's cold. He's a house bitch. Oh, that's wrong on so many levels. Yeah, just don't smack yourself in the head again. Or step out of bed and roll your ankle. I mean, that's only fitting at this point. And don't get injured on your way to work. Because that way, if you do, they don't have to pay for it. You get hurt at work, they pay for it. If it's on the way, sorry. We're obviously not getting any more evidence tonight. Just wow. Okay, somebody comes in there. We're pretty flatlined throughout the rest of this recorder. They didn't pay me when I got a second-degree burn. Wait, if you're injured on the job, they have to pay for it. If you missed any time, they have to pay you. If you missed, they have to pay you, I think it's 75% of your wages for the time you missed. That's not right. It's your own fault you didn't go to the hospital, then yeah. That is your fault. Because I've gone to the doctor for a whole lot less. When I was towing, I used to go to the freaking doctor every couple weeks when I was getting it. I'd get injured just doing stupid shit. Normal job, I'd get injured. Stitches, sprains, twists. Yeah. If I make 50, I'm just gonna be. By the time I hit 60, I'm gonna be walking around with a cane. 'Cause I've been beaten up so many damn times. I've got cut marks over a couple of my tattoos. And there's Nick. Holy shit, another one rolls in. Coming in right as the show's starting to roll down. Show's gonna be ending here in a couple of minutes and you just roll in. But yeah, it's like I've got like 4 of my tattoos that I've got cuts over. Like I took, like on the cross. Let me see if I can get that out there. You guys probably can't see it. No, you can't. Like right here on the corner, I've got a nice mark across that from cleaning up an accident. I've got a couple on my shins. So, yeah. Yeah, Nick, like I said, it's been 2 months, so I appreciate you being here for a few minutes. I got to turn around. I got to get this figured out with Streamlabs, and I got to take care of a couple things on the programs because a couple things aren't. How's the roof holding up? They still haven't started, Nick. I'm still fighting the association. It's been 2 months. They only submitted quotes about 2 weeks ago. So I got a big gaping hole in my roof, or my ceiling, and a hole in the roof. So we're still battling that, bud, and it sucks. Because I got insulation exposed. I got brown spots all over the ceiling from the water. So yeah, I'm gonna end up. Trying to get an attorney to go after him. I'll keep you guys informed on that though. But tonight, guys, I truly thank you for being here for 2 hours. Even though we got 2 EVPs, look for a show tomorrow. I will be back on tomorrow. So we're going to continue the H4n Pro and last night's Cell B2. We're going to try to finish out this section of the recorder tomorrow, which is about another hour and a half. And then see what happens throughout the week, depending on how busy it is, whether or not I'm going to be able to do a show. So we're going to try to get back to a normal schedule, at least until they start doing repairs. Guys, thank you again so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for the resubs and the biddies. You guys have a great night. God bless, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks again. See y'all later.